Good morning, Frady Bunch. How's everybody doing today? I hope good. I hope all good things for everybody. Good things, good vibes, good people, all that jazz. Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a long week. I think for everybody when I say that. It's been a long week. We can all relate. So I thought, you know what? I haven't had lunch yet. So let me make my dessert, and while it's baking, I'll eat my lunch, and then when I'm done with my lunch, I can have dessert. And then I can spend my day watching that new show on Hulu with Steve Martin and Martin Short and Selena Gomez. Something murders in the building. There's a murderer in the building. Only murderers in the building. Something like that. Something like that. That's what I want to watch. I have had a very frustrating week with people and things, and I'm just kind of over it. And I'm wanting to do stuff for myself today. So I did everything that I had to do. I went to the pet store. I went to the grocery store and got everything so I can just kind of like burrow in like a tick today. You know, I'm just staying home, not doing anything, not seeing anybody. Jake is currently mowing. He's not gonna know that this even existed. Okay, that's where I'm at with my week and my frustrations and things. And yeah, so I am making a single serving giant cookie, a double chocolate chip, double fudge cookie kind of thing. And I say single serving because it is just like one big cookie that I'm going to eat by myself because I deserve it, because I have had a rough week and chocolate makes everything better. So, you know, I had everything for this and I thought, why the heck not? Let's do it. And so here we are. And I'll explain my frustrations to you as we're going through this recipe. So let's just jump right into it. Let's get started. I have 3 tablespoons of butter here that is about half melted. So we've got some butter that's melted, and then the piece of butter that's still whole is very, very soft. This is going to make for an excellently textured cookie. So we're going to add this to our bowl. This is all going to be in one bowl, so you know how much I love an easy cleanup. Very few dishes involved with this. To this, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of lightly packed brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of granular sugar, 1 egg yolk, we'll save the white for later, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to combine this together. So frustration number 1 is my cats. I love them dearly. They are sweet angel babies, but they like to play, they are rambunctious, and they are notorious cricket hunters because for some reason we get crickets in our basement all the time. Disgusts me, grosses me out entirely. But you know what? They hunt them, they kill them, and then they just kind of like leave them around, which is gross. However, I have been working on a puzzle downstairs because it's really the only place that I have room to do it. Puzzle downstairs of the Marauder's map from Harry Potter. This is a very complicated, detailed puzzle that I've been working on for weeks, and those little asshole cats like to frolic all over it. And like, maybe it's my fault for not putting it away. Maybe it's my fault for like leaving it out and thinking like, oh, my darling angel babies, my sweet little children, they would never, they would. They've chewed on pieces, they've scattered them on the floor, they've like ran across like the piece of wood that I have it on. It's frustrating, and like, I love them, but I'm like over it, and I've worked so hard to get as much of this puzzle together as I have, and they've just kind of like, man, I don't care, scatter, 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 chew on pieces. So we have to keep them out of that room now. Is what it is. It's just like frustrating, you know, can't hang out together as a family anymore because the cats like to play with the puzzle. There's our wet mixture. It's beautiful. It smells great, looks great, is great. So to this, we're going to add 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda, and just a pinch of salt. Stir this to combine. My second frustration actually happened today, and it's entirely my fault. It's entirely my fault, you know, so it's easy to be frustrated with myself because I am literally the only person to blame. I do almost all of my grocery shopping at Aldi. I love Aldi. It's so great, so affordable. So like if you're trying to buy on a budget, that's the place to go. And they have everything I need, so it's just like really handy. And like I literally live right next door, so why would I go anywhere else? Anyways, I always forget my stinking bags. I have probably 100 bags for Aldi, and I always forget them. So I end up buying more bags while I'm there, so I don't have to have like $100 worth of loose groceries in my car. And like, I always forget to put them in my car. And like, could I turn around? Yes, I could. I could turn around and go back into my house and grab the bags. And I've done it before. I have done it before. But just today I wasn't feeling it. I had to go to the pet store, I had to go to Sam's Club, and then I was going to Aldi, and I didn't want to have to like turn all back around. Plus like Jake needed to get his mowing stuff together. So like just, it was not ideal. So I ended up buying more Aldi bags today. It's just, it's so frustrating. And like, that's just kind of how my week has gone. It's been very like scatterbrained and all over the place. And just like, I've had a little bit of anxiety going on. And there's just, you know, it's just little things like that that are just, it's just easy to get worked up about. Like, come on, Sheena, you know better. You should think a little bit more before you leave the house. At least I put a list together and like stuck to the list. So that's splendid. Lastly, we need a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. I'm going to use milk chocolate. I just think it'll offset the flavor of the cocoa powder really nicely. Just add a little extra depth of sweetness. You can use semi-sweet, dark chocolate, whatever you have. I added most of the chocolate chips to this mixture, and we're just gonna kind of fold them in. I have a baking sheet here lined with a split mat. You can use parchment paper if that's all that you have. Here is our cookie dough ball. I've kind of scooped it together in a ball because that's going to make it easier to press out. So we're just going to kind of gently press our dough ball into a round until it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. Now if you have some extra chocolate chips, you can just place them on top of your cookie however you want. There's no such thing as too much chocolate. And as I said before, we don't discriminate against chocolate in this house. We love all chocolate of all flavors and varieties. You can never have too much. Some people would say, oh, that's too rich. But I say, live your life, flavor your food with how you want to live. Like if I want to be rich, I want to eat rich food. That's my logic. I'm manifesting. We're putting it out there. We're saying, Sheena wants to be rich. Let's eat all of the rich food we can, and maybe we'll perpetuate richness into my life. That's how I see it. So this delicate little cookie is going to go in a 350-degree oven for 12 to 14 minutes. I'm going to check it at 12 because what we're looking for is a nice set exterior to this cookie while the inside looks set but still soft. We don't want to overbake this. So I'm going to check it at 12 minutes and then pull it out, and we're going to let it rest and cool on the baking sheet for about 10 minutes before transferring it to a wire rack to finish cooling. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, babies? Okay. Love you, darling. Love you. I loved It's Only Murders in the Building is what the show is called. And I'm about to spend the next 3 hours of my day catching up. So, with this, yes. Check out this giant, beautiful, chocolatey piece of delicious goodness. It's thick. the edge is like crispy, but the inside is still so soft. This is still pretty warm, but I wanted to try it because I had my nice good lunch. I had a turkey and cheese sandwich, a bag of barbecue Lay's potato chips, and some strawberries. It was delicious. Check this out. Look at that nice soft cookie. Oh. Oh man. Oh. All of my troubles. Washed away. Oh, heavens, the best. That's perfect. Oh, I need some milk. I need some milk. Oh, it's so rich, and I told you that's how I want to live my life. So it's perfect. The milk chocolate I think was a good addition. I feel like it would have been a little bit too much if we had done like a semi-sweet. I think it would just been just a little too like on the heavier side, which sounds weird because you think like rich like milk chocolate is like way more like sickly, but like the cookie itself doesn't have that much sugar in it. Like it's, I mean, it's only one serving, but it's like a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and like a tablespoon of white sugar. It's not that much. In comparison to the like 1/2 cup of flour and 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So like the sweetness kind of gets like set aside. Like the cookie itself isn't actually sweet, but when you hit one of those chocolate chips, oh, heaven. Oh, this is delectable. And it is all for me. All for me. Me. Oh, it's like, it just melts in your mouth. Like, it's just gooey and like soft. There's like a real nice like tender crumb. I could be on the Great British Baking Show. Paul Hollywood, if you find this, I know I'm American. I know I'm American, but I will come to you so fast. So fast. You and Prue, I want you to adopt me and bring me on your show. I'll be a showstopper. Stunting is a habit. Get like me. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. I don't want to stop eating. I'm not gonna stop eating. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna get myself some milk. And I'm gonna enjoy my show. That's what I'm gonna do. This is me day. Saturday. It's for the girls. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Be sure to like this video if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you don't already. As I've hinted at a little bit earlier in some previous videos, I have some exciting stuff coming up for October and I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun and it's going to take my channel in kind of like a little different direction. We're still Friday bacon, but we're gonna Friday bacon, oh my god. We're still doing still Friday bakes, but it's like Friday bakes plus. So yeah, so be sure to tune in for that. Subscribe, turn on the little bell icon so you get notified when I upload. I hate when people say that, but like honestly I don't know what else to say, you know. I'm like, oh, quit plugging yourself, and here I am like, plug. But yeah, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday, and until next time, bye.